Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show. My name is Leon Jones. Today is Saturday, October 15th, 2016. Tune in to the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show every Saturday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. right here on Blog Talk Radio. Listen, we had a great show today. We went almost 3 hours and we talked about entrepreneurship, the different types of entrepreneurship, and how entrepreneurship can benefit an economy, particularly if it's a free market economy where there's competition. If you missed that show, it's very easy to go back and listen. Click on all the links at the bottom of my videos for the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show, Twitter and Facebook. You will find every Blog Talk Radio in the archives, including today's show. Now, next week we're going to talk about networking and how important it is in business as well. So the guest call-in number to the show is 215-383-5785. Now, a word of caution when you get in on Blog Talk Radio, because I love to open the forum up at the third hour. Hit number 1 to get into the queue, and I'll put you on the air. That's how we do it right here on the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show on Blog Talk Radio. Again, the guest call-in number is 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show right here on YouTube so I can continue to give you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. On this channel, I do not engage in emotional or controversial issues, nor do I participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. So please be positive. I like to keep every bit of my energy constructive toward educating folk, not destroying folk. Education is power. Also, if you have a business or a topic that you would like for me to discuss on the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show, whether it be my YouTube channel or Blog Talk Radio, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. Please feel free to comment, but make sure that your comments are pithy. No bloviating if you wish to opine. Now, on to this evening's topic. The name of this video is going to be Networking is Very Important to Business. Networking is very important to business. Why? Because it's a valuable way to expand your knowledge. You learn from others, from their success. You obtain new clients, and you can tell others about your business. I highly, and this is true for anything you do, but I highly recommend networking as a way to gain new clients and to build a sustainable business. Here are 9 benefits for business owners to get involved with networking. The first one is basically a no-brainer. It's the most obvious, and that's to generate leads. The reason why I say generate leads, because the more referrals you gain, the more people you have as potential clients. For the most part, the great news is that referrals that get you through networking are normally of high quality, and most of them are even pre-qualified for you. You can follow up on these referrals or leads and turn them into clients. So if you are getting much higher quality leads from networking, then it's going to help you set up a market sector. And quality leads from networking are great forms of marketing, because the toughest part in any business is how to market your business. So the increase in business from networking is the major advantage, but there are other opportunities as well, such as having opportunities. Well, when I mean opportunities, let's talk about joint ventures, client leads, partnerships, speaking engagements, business, or any type of asset sales. You can even get on social media and write a blog, YouTube. These are opportunities to get your face in the business mind, but you have to be professional. So here's the problem about social media, because social media has a lot of individuals who aren't on these social media websites for business. They're just for the social. So you have to separate yourselves from the unprofessional and meet professional people, because the object, you want to market your business so you become well known as a business partner. And you can get yourself out to people who actually need your services. Now, make sure when you have the leads and the opportunities, they're individuals who are in your same sector. What do I mean by that? Okay, let me tell you this. I'm a civil engineer, and who am I going to look for? I'm going to look for construction personnel, government agencies, private agencies. In other words, I'm going to look for businesses that are universal to civil engineering. Structural companies, architectural companies, anything that's going to do with design and construction management. The third aspect is connections. It's not what you know, but it's who you know. This is so true in every type of business. If you really want a successful business, then you need to have a great source of relevant connections in your network that you can call on when you need them. Now, networking provides you with great sources of connections and really opens the door to talk to highly influential people that you wouldn't otherwise be able to talk to or find. And it's not just about networking with people directly, that person you already have in your network, but it's asking questions. You tap into other networks. Like I tap into other civil engineering firms. Now, I won't ask them their business model because they're not going to tell me their business model. But what I am going to ask them is, how did you get your clients? And you want to get in, and I'm just going to utilize the civil engineering concept. In order for you to be a prime design firm, you got to go in as a subprime design firm. Learn the business networking from the ground floor up to the top. Then you become a prime, and then you teach somebody else. This is how networking works. You have to be a student and be a teacher. Number 4, advice. Again, this goes by what I mentioned for the opportunities and connections. Having like-minded business owners to talk to gives you the opportunity to get advice from all sorts of ideas related to your business or even your personal life, and obtaining that important work-life balance. Networking is a great way to tap into advice and expertise that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get a hold of. Just make sure that you're getting solid advice from the right person, someone that actually knows about what you need to know, and they're not just giving you opinion on something that they have no idea of what they're talking about. And you have people who do that. Make sure you're getting information of relevance. This goes on social media now, raising your profile. There's a site out for all of you students called Seelio. That's SEELIO.com. I attend courses at Purdue Calumet or Purdue Northwest Hammond. You have a site. That site is a professional social networking site. When you go onto a site like that, and this is talking about your profile, make sure you have a professional looking profile. Also, if you're invited to business functions, make sure you attend them. The bottom line is you want to get your face out there. Shake hands. I know we live in a world of social media, conference calls, but still, the good old face-to-face meeting is of utmost importance because I know who I'm talking to presenting to. And you can then help build your reputation as a knowledgeable, reliable, and supportive person by offering useful tips to other people who need it as well. See, it's a relationship that is two-way. Just like relationships of love and dating, business is also involved in having trusting relationships. Because in this service economy, you're going to need good people to help you prosper in whatever you want to do. That includes being right here on YouTube. That includes any other methods of social media, in college, at work. Get an idea of raising your profile. Your profile could also be your resume. Okay? Make sure that your resume is under a format that is chronological. It lists your current job all the way down to previous jobs. Now, I would say go back to, depending on how long you've been on a job, resume needs to be no longer than 2 pages. No longer than 2 pages. Add references, add any experience, any certifications to make your resume 2 pages. And if you have a good profile on social media, you're likely to get more leads and referrals, as you will be the one that pops into their head when they need what you offer. And that's also a result of face-to-face meetings. That's when people get to notice you. Face-to-face meetings and a good profile on social media sources like LinkedIn. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just giving you a general overview. So everything is not going to be included, because I would have to go on for hours and hours to actually break down in detail the outline of business networking mechanics that I have discovered. So just want you all to understand that as my listening audience. Have a positive influence. This is key. The people that you hang around and talk to will influence who you are and what you do. So it's important to surround yourself with positive and uplifting people. Now, this is why I put that caveat also on my YouTube channel, because association is key. If you are a smart person, but your associations are not very smart people, you're going to be stereotyped as one of the persons who aren't smart. That's why you want to keep yourself positive, and you want positive influence in your life. And that will help you grow and thrive as a business. And you can uplift somebody else who's also getting in the business. And you can be trustworthy. This is why networking is good for any business. And you're actually selling yourself. But let me caution you, being a positive influence, it's something that you have to be not just on the surface, creating a facade, but it has to be something that comes naturally. In other words, if you are a go-getter, it's going to show, because you tend to be proactive instead of reactive when it comes to solving problems, because somebody of influence could ask you, well, what would you do about this problem? And you should automatically just understand what the problem is. If you have any hesitation, it could be a problem. But also you have to look at how somebody is delivering a message too. Make sure they know what they're talking about with the question, because it works 2 ways. Because you get individuals out here who are going to give you strictly opinions to try to make themselves seem legitimate. And that's only on the surface, but when you cut beneath the surface, they're not legitimate at all. So that's what you have to do when it comes to positive influence. Interact with people that are positive, and you can form a circle, a bond. Increased confidence. You must network on a regular basis. That means pushing yourself to talk to people that you don't know. You will increase your confidence. I'm going to tell you, with this method, you're going to get a lot of doors slammed in your face. But once you have built confidence with yourself, in yourself, you're not going to worry about who's going to slam the door, because you're going to get yeses as well as nos. And this is really very important as a business owner, because your business growth is very dependent on the people that you're talking to and connecting with. Networking is great for people who aren't that confident, and it pushes them to grow and learn how to make conversations and lasting connections with people they don't know. I was certainly not confident when I started networking as a business owner. In fact, it completely petrified me. And another thing that petrified me, and I didn't like doing it, and I had to learn how to do it, is public speaking. You're also connecting with the crowd. So the more I did it, the more confident. I wasn't even confident getting up here on YouTube doing channels, because I had no idea of what I was doing. That's why I make sure I outline what I do before I speak. And when I get in front of the camera, I'm going to be able to have the confidence to deliver my message. Now, do I stumble once in a while? Absolutely. We all do. The bottom line, it's not perfection. It's the delivery of content, because human nature still says that we will get nervous. Am I nervous when I get here on YouTube? Not really, but I was, because I didn't know how to do it. And now, the more practice, the better I get at it. And I'll continue to improve. You must be a WIP, a whip, a work in progress. Okay, here's one that everybody should understand. You must be satisfied with helping others. I love helping people. That's why when I get on YouTube, I don't have a problem with putting somebody else's channel out there, or telling my subscribers or my audience, hey, go listen to this channel. They're providing great content as well. To me, I'm not holding the ball to myself, because I'm not the only one who can teach. Teaching involves a community. And I don't believe in being selfish. Networking in the business world is full of business owners that have problems or issues within their business that need solving. And there is a great satisfaction from helping someone solve a problem. And the best thing is when you get a great result from it. That's the biggest item. You get a result from solving a problem. Now, it depends on what problems, because you might not be able to solve the problem today. However, once you get into problem solving and helping people problem solve in their business, and if you have a problem, you're getting the same problem solving coming to you. That's also a way to build a relationship. And now you have each other as, I'm not going to say experts when it comes to problem solving. However, you are building a bond, because you can trust each other to solve the problems that are put in front of you. Those are challenges. That's what businesses are, particularly if you're an entrepreneur. You are going to have challenges, and you're going to need help, and you're going to have to help. Lastly, besides helping people in the business community, you can also make lasting friendships. And this is more personal related than business, but it is a big benefit nonetheless. Many friendships form as a result of networking, because most of us who are in business are like-minded business owners that want to grow. And we have to continue to meet each other regularly, so natural, strong friendships will form. And some of the strongest friendships for me particularly being on YouTube, have come from networking and being in the business world. So, what does all this mean? Good connections will help your business, and relationships will help your business. Good connections, and I'm going to fuse connections and relationships together. When you are making connections, you are constructing relationships. And relationships are the cornerstone to business, because everyone needs people in their circle to grow. We're not islands. We're community. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Just remember to be gentle and respectful to each other. Have a wonderful and blessed evening.